Good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I wanted to get on here and talk about a couple of things. First off, want to talk about the winners of the Catch the Wave 2024 tournament. I'm going to go over that. Then I'm going to give my review of Noah's Destination 2024 pay-per-view presented by Abema Live. And then I'm going to finish off by going over the confirmed competitors for the upcoming N-1 Victory tournament in Pro Wrestling Noah. I got a chance to watch last year's. Last year's was really great, and definitely looking forward to this year's because they got some surprises for this year's N1 Victory tournament. You know, a few special guests, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna talk about it. First off, I had to show this off, but pro wrestling shirt that I recently ordered finally came in, and it's shout out to actually one of my favorite stars in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that's my man, one half of Bishamon, Hiroki Goto. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, ordered one of his shirts. So, got this one. That's the front. And of course, this is the back. But yeah, I've been a long time Hiroki Goto fan, so I figured, you know what, why not? Why not? So, had to show that off. But yeah. Let me get my phone for a second. Okay, let's get started. So, the Pro Wrestling Wave Catch the Wave 2024 tournament has finally reached its epic conclusion. So, first off, the Young Block. It came down to Honoka, who won who made it out of the Young Block A, taking on Rana Yagami, who made it out of Young Block B. And while it was very close, I did see some clips. I saw some clips. But Honoka was able to pick up the victory over Rana Yagami. And Honoka is your Young Block winner of this year's Catch the Wave 2024 tournament. So congratulations to her. It's interesting. Her tag partner, Kizuna Tanaka, left for Marigold, and yet she ends up still looking strong and winning the Young Block in the Catch the Wave tournament. So shout out to Honoka on winning the Young Block tournament of the Catch the Wave. And, you know, looking forward to seeing what's next for her. You know, she's someone that I've definitely gotten to see wrestle, you know, a decent handful of times. So I'm very curious to see what happens with her next. You know, after winning the Young Block of this tournament, I'm very curious to see what happens next for her. And then I'm pretty sure they're eventually going to do the Catch the Wave awards. We'll have to see when they finally award those. But we shall see. We shall see. But congratulations once again to Honoka. For the Elizabeth block, it came down to one final match with the 3WD Queen Elizabeth Championship on the line, as Yuki Miyazaki, the champion, ended up defending against Sakura Hirota and Himiko. And sure enough, Yuki Miyazaki not only retained the 3WD Queen Elizabeth Championship, but with that victory, wins the Elizabeth block of the Catch the Wave tournament. So congratulations to her. From what I've heard, overall the Elizabeth block was pretty wild, especially considering the difference in rules versus the Young block and the Nami blocks. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, Yuki Miyazaki retains the 3WD Queen Elizabeth Championship and wins the Elizabeth block. So congratulations to her. And then the Nami blocks. Now, of course, there were 4 competitors that made it out of their respective blocks. Because remember, you had Nami block A, B, C, and the Nami Lucha block. So, your 4 competitors were Saya Kamatani, Haruka Misaki, Itsuki Aoki, and Kohaku. Those were your 4 participants. So, the semifinal matchups, they did Kohaku versus Haruka Misaki, and they did Itsuki Aoki versus Saya Kamatani. Kohaku was able to defeat Haruka Misaki, which, I mean, is a pretty big deal. I mean, she just beat the 3WD world champion in Haruka Misaki, who has held that title, the top prize in Diana. She's held that title for 444 days. So, I don't think she's defended that title much, though. Well, actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 5 successful defenses. So, yeah, not you know, could use more, but I mean, Diana doesn't really have a big roster, so I get it. But anyway, big win for Kohaku, defeating Haruka Misaki to secure the spot in the finals. And then Saya Kamatani was actually able to defeat Itsuki Aoki to take that second final spot in the tournament. And sure enough, Saya Kamatani was able to defeat Kohaku in the finals to win the main Catch the Wave 2024 tournament. So, very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. With all that Saya Kamatani has been through, especially in the ring with Queen's Quest, and outside of the ring dealing with all the drama and the hate and the bashing that she's been getting. Look at her. She was able to come out on top and win the Catch the Wave 2024 tournament, which makes her $1,000,000 yen richer. Not only does she have the $1,000,000 yen and also the trophy, but she has earned the right to challenge for the Regina de Wave Championship, which is the top championship in Pro Wrestling Wave, currently held by Yuki Miyazaki. So yeah, Yuki Miyazaki's a double champion right now between 2 promotions. But yeah, Saya Kamatani has secured her title shot. Now, she won't have that title shot until November 4th. So she's got a long while before she gets that opportunity, which is understandable because she's going to be pretty busy. I mean, she's in the 5-star Grand Prix. So she's going to be pretty busy. But, like I said, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she got the opportunity. I mean, it would have been nice if Rana Yagami won the young block, but, you know, she came in second place, so not too bad. We'll have to see who the Catch the Wave award recipients are. But yeah, congrats to Saya Kamatani, the Golden Phoenix, on winning the Catch the Wave 2024 tournament. Very proud of her, and who knows? maybe in November, maybe she'll become Regina the Wave champion. I mean, you never know. You never know. But very happy for her. But that closes the book on this year's Catch the Wave tournament. So, once again, shout out to the winners. Honoka for the young block. Yuki Miyazaki for the Elizabeth block. And Saya Kamitani for the main Nami block. So, congratulations to our 3 winners. Okay. Let's switch gears now. And let's go ahead and review Abema Live presents Destination 2024. Noah Destination 2024. And I have to say, awesome show. Definitely enjoyed it. We had loads and loads of matches. And this show took place at the Nippon Budokan on July 13th. But yeah, solid card. So let me get my graphics out and let's jump right on into the review. Here, let me get my graphics out. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so let's jump right on in to the review. All right, starting off Destination 2024, we had ourselves a 3-way tag match. We had the team of All Rebellion, made up of Alejandro and Cristobal, taking on the team of Ninja Mack and Junta Miyawaki, and the team of Hajime Ohara and Super Crazy. Great match to start off the show. A lot of high flying, a lot of acrobatics, which was expected, and it definitely delivered. Very enjoyable match from start to finish. But Alejandro was able to get the pin on Ninja Mack. He hit a nice little sky twister press onto Ninja Mack and covered him for the 3. But yeah, All Rebellion with the victory in the opening contest. Very entertaining match. I know Super Crazy was busted open a little bit, was bleeding from the mouth. I don't know exactly how it happened, but yeah, he was kind of bleeding from the mouth. But hopefully nothing too serious. But All Rebellion with the victory in the opening contest. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. How about some trios action? So for this match, we had the team of Shuhei, Taniguchi, Takashi Sugiura, and Kazuyuki Fujita taking on the trio of Daiki Inaba, Masa Kitamiya, and Manabu Soya. Hard-hitting match, especially from team number 2. And I love the combo of Masa Kitamiya and Manabu Soya. And I really like Manabu Soya's new look. I mean, he looks a lot more fierce, a lot more dangerous. So I was definitely digging that. And Kazuyuki Fujita was definitely very heavily involved from the other team. He was definitely showcased well in this match. But quite a big return for Manabu Soya, as he was able to get the pin on Shuhei Taniguchi after hitting him with a devastating jumping DDT. Pretty much like an implant DDT. And then pinned him for the 1-2-3. Manabu Soya picking up the victory for his team. And like I said, he looked great. He looked jacked. So, shout out to Manabu Soya. Good to see him back. Alrighty. Let's move on to our next match. More trios action. Check it out. Alright, staying with the trios. Team number 1, we had AKIRA, Shuji Kondo, and Eita. And they took on the trio of Owada, Yoshinari Ogawa, and Ryohei Oiwa. Pretty decent match. For the most part, I really enjoyed the back and forth between the old vets of AKIRA and Yoshinari Ogawa. I thought they looked really solid. It was good seeing the both of them mix it up. But pretty decent match. Eita picked up the victory for his team, team number 1. He pinned Owada after hitting him with a devastating super kick, just dropping him, and then pinned him for the 1-2-3. AKIRA, Shuji Kondo, and Eita pick up the victory. But I really love the showcase of the back and forth between AKIRA and Yoshinari Ogawa. They did that really, really well. That was like the main highlight for me for that match. So, very good. All right, next up was a pretty solid match. Alrighty, we had ourselves a singles match between Kenoh and the legendary Blue Justice, Yuji Nagata. This was a good back and forth match. You know, it was good to see Yuji Nagata still working his technical skills and striking and, you know, getting those submissions in. But Kenoh definitely gave him a run for his money. But this was a really good showcased match. And I have to say, the finish was very, very impressive, as Kenoh got on the top turnbuckle and hit a moonsault double knee drop. I thought was very impressive. Yeah, I was very impressed with that finish. Was able to pin Yuji Nagata after that for the 3 count. Great show of sportsmanship afterwards, but man, that was a pretty solid finish with that moonsault double knee drop. That was impressive. I did not expect that. That was an amazing finish. But good back and forth between Kenoh and Nagata, but Kenoh, your winner in this match. Okay, next up, I'd have to say it was definitely the match that had the most drama, for sure. Here we go. Back to trios action, but this is a special trios match. This is the GLG Final Showdown. GLG for good-looking guys. As the stable split and did a match against each other within the stable. Team number 1, you had Tadasuke, Jake Lee, and Ryohei. Of course, Jake Lee was the leader of the good-looking guys. And they took on LJ Cleary, Jack Morris, and Anthony Green. Overall, pretty entertaining match. And definitely all 6 men were showcased really well. And we just got, you know, a great final taste of GLG through this match. And, you know, it was really cool. Anyway, Jake Lee gets the pin on LJ Cleary after hitting an FBS and dropping him. Hit the FBS and pinned him for the 1-2-3. But overall, great match. And then afterwards, Gato, yeah, that's right, Gato from New Japan, arrives, gets on the mic, and pretty much has a Bullet Club War Dogs t-shirt for Jake Lee and invited him into Bullet Club War Dogs. And to be honest, without really much hesitation, Jake Lee took that shirt and put it on and did the too sweet. Jack Morris did not take kindly to that. Got on Jake Lee's case, and he got dropped for it. Jake Lee just flat out dropped him. and just left the rest of GLG and just left. Left with Gedo. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Lee has joined Bullet Club War Dogs. That's crazy. That is crazy. But you know what? It's not too surprising, considering, I mean, he's teamed up with some of the folks from Bullet Club War Dogs before. And not only that, I mean, he's in this year's G1 Climax 34. So, can't say that I'm too surprised. But it does kind of make me wonder if he's going to end up having a little more of a permanent presence in New Japan Pro Wrestling versus Noah. I don't know, but it's a thought. It's a thought. But that is quite a big name member that Bullet Club War Dogs has acquired. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. But yeah, Jake Lee, newest member of Bullet Club War Dogs. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. And that's pretty much, I guess it's safe to say, that's pretty much the end of GLG. Although they did kind of stand together after Jake Lee left. You know, the other 5 did kind of stand together and help Jack Morris out. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe GLG isn't completely dead. But, I mean, Jake Lee was the leader. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it was originally called for disbandment. It didn't seem like Jack Morris was thrilled about that decision. But who knows? We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. I don't know. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. Now we get into some championship matches. This match here was for the 0-1 World Heavyweight Championship. As the champion, Akitoshi Saito defended against Go Shiozaki. This was a solid, hard-hitting match between these two. Pretty good match for the most part. But Go Shiozaki would hit the Go Lariat to drop Saito and pinned him for the 1-2-3, and just like that, we got a title change. Go Shiozaki is your new 0-1 World Heavyweight Champion. So congratulations to him. And not only did that happen, but after the match, Akitoshi Saito had also announced that he will be retiring. Yeah, he'll be retiring. So, yeah, quite a turn of events there. Quite a turn of events. But definitely big victory for Go Shiozaki as the new 0-1 World Heavyweight Champion. All right, let's go on to our next title match. And this one had quite an ending. All right, next up, we had the GHC National Championship on the line. As the champion, Hayata defended against the not too long ago Noah joined Ulka Sasaki. Now, it wasn't too long ago that Ulka Sasaki, in a different match, in a multi-man match actually, made Hayata tap out. So now he has this opportunity, and he definitely made the best of it. It was definitely back and forth, and Hayata overall I felt like was a pretty decent national champion. But ever since Ulka Sasaki joined Noah, he's really been on a tear and really just has not slowed down. And sure enough, definitely made the big impact in this match as he was able to get the submission victory via a sleeper hold, rear naked choke, to the point where the referee stopped the match. Pretty much Hayata was out. He was out, and the referee stopped the match, and therefore Ulka Sasaki is now your new GHC national champion. Just like that. Did not take that long for him to get gold since debuting in Pro Wrestling Noah. It's crazy. Formerly was in the UFC as well. So, congrats to Ulka Sasaki. What a way to make an impact in Noah. We'll have to see what kind of run he has, but that was pretty big for him. Alrighty, let's go to the next match. This next match was my favorite match of the card. Was definitely my favorite match of the card. But here we go. Alright, we had the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line as the champion, Daga defended against Amakusa. This was the match I've been waiting for ever since Amakusa returned. And let me tell you, it delivered. Definitely delivered to my expectations. It was a great back and forth match. And like I said, Daga has been a great champion. He's been a really great champion. He's looked really strong during his title run. And, you know, I felt like it was only a matter of time before Amakusa, after he returned, would get a shot at this. But yeah, these two put on quite an excellent match. And sure enough, Amakusa was able to get kind of like a modified crucifix pin on Daga to win. And for the second time, become the GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. That's right. Amakusa is a two-time champion now. Incredible victory. And yeah, it's just good to see the title back on him. I hope he has a great run. And yeah, very, very happy for Amakusa. But my favorite match of the whole card. All right. Let's go to this next match. This was another really, really great match. All right, we had a Lucha Libre special tag team match. Had brothers versus brothers. So we had the team of Galeno Del Mal and his brother Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Of course, taking on the duo of Alpha Wolf and Dragonbane. This was a very fun, entertaining, action-packed match. A lot of bodies flying, which, I mean, Lucha Libre at its finest. So, definitely not surprised. Both teams look really solid. This match really could have gone either way. I don't think one team had the advantage over the other. Just Lucha Libre, all four of these guys showcased really, really well. Like non-stop high flying, just back and forth, a lot of super kicks here and there, but just the high flying action really never stopped in this match. But Dr. Wagner Jr. was able to pick up the victory for him and Galeno Del Mal, as he was able to pin Alpha Wolf after hitting him with a Wagner driver for the 1-2-3. Galeno Del Mal, Dr. Wagner Jr. pick up the victory in this high-flying, action-packed Lucha Libre style match. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the mess out of this match from start to finish. Alrighty. let's move on and get into our double main event. That's right, double main event. Here we go. First up, the battle of two legends. That's right. For the first time, we had a very, very special singles match between pretty much one of the aces of Pro Wrestling Noah, Naomichi Marufuji, taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles. And let me tell you, this match delivered in a big way. Both these guys really went at it back and forth, and both looked awesome. I know a lot of people want to say AJ Styles is washed. That's bullcrap. AJ can still go and can still showcase very, very well of his ability. Yes, I understand he's much older and maybe doesn't do a whole lot of high flying, but the dude can still fly. He can still fly. Naomichi Marufuji, same thing. Both much older now, but can still deliver a high-profile match. And they did not disappoint one bit. I mean, you have two greats. Naomichi Marufuji has done a lot in Noah and in Japan in general. And AJ Styles, done a lot in the U.S., done a good amount in Japan, especially New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know, AJ Styles has had quite a presence. And he's the second ever leader of the Bullet Club. So that also ought to tell you something. So there's a lot of lineage, a lot of history between well, not so much between these two, but just in general. And they both put on an awesome match. And AJ Styles was able to pick up the victory, hitting the Styles Clash on Naomichi Marufuji. Got him for the 1-2-3. The phenomenal AJ Styles steps foot into a Pro Wrestling Noah ring, picks up the victory over a legend. So, congrats to AJ Styles. And who knows? You know, one of the things that he mentioned in the interview is wants to see more opportunities of WWE stars going to Noah, but he would also like to see Noah stars take a visit to WWE. I mean, at this point in time now, like, the times have really changed. Anything is possible. I mean, we just had Io Sky compete at Marigold Summer Destiny 2024. Was the first time in 6 years that she's competed in a ring in Japan, especially outside of WWE. Like, that's a pretty big deal. Charlie Dempsey competed in All Japan Pro Wrestling, competed in TNA. He's getting ready to do Bloodsport next month. You know what I mean? I mean, Shinsuke Nakamura had a match in Noah, faced the Great Muta. So, I mean, there's a lot of these different things happening. Which means it's only a matter of time before they expand more on that. It's only a matter of time. So, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. All right. And then part 2 of your main event, double main event. We had the GHC Heavyweight Championship on the line as the champion Kaito Kiyomiya defended against the recently returned Yoichi. A solid match. Yoichi definitely was booked like a threat in this match. He was definitely booked like a threat, and it showed. Definitely showed. It was a great back and forth match. And, you know, Yoichi definitely looks a lot better, especially after being on Excursion and, you know, competing in Progress. He definitely come back with a vengeance, and he looked awesome in this match. But as much as he did, and just as much as he showcased, and really the great amount of fight that he put up, Kaito Kiyomiya would not be denied, as he was able to successfully retain the GHC Heavyweight Championship. He was able to put away Yoichi. It took a couple of Shining Wizards, and then he finished with a modified Shining Wizard. Pinned him for the 1-2-3. Kaito Kiyomiya, still your GHC Heavyweight Champion. Overall, great show. Really, really great show. Definitely worth the money spent. Thanks to Beam Alive. But another solid outing for Pro Wrestling Noah. Now, before we get into talks about the N-1 Victory Tournament that's coming up soon, is a quick word on the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Have a look. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by AKIRA, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves Limited Edition Makeup Collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. All right, switching gears. So during Noah Destination 2024, they made a mega announcement for their upcoming N-1 Victory 2024 tournament. That's right. The N-1 Victory tournament returns in full force, and it will be starting up on August 4th. So we kick off this tournament on August 4th, and the finals will be on September 1st. Now we know that last year it was won by Go Shiozaki. It was able to defeat Kenoh in the finals. But yeah, this year we got quite an interesting lineup of competitors for this year's N-1 Victory tournament. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. Let's have a gander at this year's competitors. Check it out. So we have 8 competitors for each block. 2 blocks, Block A and Block B. So let's take a look at the competitors in Block A. Of course, you have the GHC Heavyweight Champion, Kaito Kiyomiya. You got Go Shiozaki. You got Masa Kitamiya. You got Jack Morris. You have Ryohei Oiwa. You have special guest making his debut in Pro Wrestling Noah in this tournament. That's right. WWE NXT's Josh Briggs will be in this tournament. Very, very big opportunity for him. Then you got Dragon Bane. And you have Luis Mate, a.k.a. Diamante, from Dragon Gate. So you got a special guest from NXT and also from Dragon Gate in that A block. So very, very good. Very good. All right. And then in the B block, of course, you got Kenoh. Of course, he was finalist last year. You got Yoichi, which, I mean, Yoichi, I believe the word is that he might be going back to the name Yoshiki Inamura. I don't know for sure, but I heard that's what he's going back to. But we shall see. But Yoichi. And then you have Manabu Soya. And then you have El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. You have the recently crowned GHC National Champion, Oka Sasaki. And then, all the way from West Coast Pro, is the franchise Titus Alexander, making his N-1 Victory debut. Very, very nice. Big opportunity for him. You got Alpha Wolf, and you got yet another talent from WWE NXT in the form of Tavion Heights, who is part of the, I believe, No Quarter Catch Crew. I believe that's what they're called. But yeah, so, wow. So you got 2 special guests from NXT. You got one from Dragon Gate, and you got one from West Coast Pro. Man, that is quite a lineup. But yeah, those are your 16 competitors for the N-1 Victory 2024 tournament. I have to say, that is quite a lineup. That is definitely quite a lineup. And as a matter of fact, I believe they have the first matchups set. Let me see. I think they have the first matchups set. Let me see if I can pull these up. Yeah. So yeah. So August 4th, they're going to have 8 matches on August 4th. They're going to have 10. They're going to have 10 total matches on August 4th, with 2 of them being non-tournament matches. So 2 non-tournament matches. But yeah, let's take a gander at these matchups. Here, let's take a look. So these opening day matchups. Let's see. You got for the A block, got Kaito Kiyomiya versus Luis Mante. Okay. You got Masa Kitamiya versus Jack Morris. Oh, that should be really good. That should be really good. You got Go Shiozaki versus Dragonbane. Okay. And, first test for Josh Briggs. He'll take on Ryohei Oiwa. Okay. So those are your first A block matches. So opening day A block matches. And then let's look at the opening day B block matches. You got Kenoh versus Manabu Soya. Oh, that should be really good. That should be really good. You got Ulka Sasaki versus Yoshiki Inamura. Oh, okay, so he is going from Yoichi back to Yoshiki Inamura. Okay, so that is confirmed. All right. Oh, and then you have two special guests squaring off against each other. Titus Alexander versus Tavion Heights. That should be good. And, Alpha Wolf has an opportunity to get some revenge from the tag match as he'll go one-on-one with Hijo Dr. Wagner Jr., the one who pinned him. Oh, that should be really good. Wow, a great start to this tournament with these 8 matches. Man, that's going to be really good. Now, of course, it's the usual league matches. 2 points for a win, no points for a loss, 1 point for a draw. And I believe they are going to do... I'm thinking they're going to do the... I think they're going to just do the top one to win out of each block. I think they're just going with one winner in each block, and then they'll face each other in the finals. So, of course, the winner will not only get a trophy, but they will get a shot at the GHC Heavyweight Championship. So, should be good. Should be really good. Definitely looking forward to this tournament. Like I said, I watched last year's tournament. It was really good. And like I said, Kenoh won last year's tournament. Or I'm sorry, no, Go Shiozaki. I'm sorry, my mistake. He won last year's tournament. So, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this. You know, Pro Wrestling Noah is doing good. Doing real good. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out Game Beauty while you're at it. And then, you know, let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What did y'all think? What do y'all think of the winners from the Catch the Wave 2024 tournament? Honoka and the Young Block, Yuki Miyazaki and the Elizabeth Block, and the Golden Phoenix herself, Saya Kamatani, and the main Nami Block. Let me know your thoughts there. And like I said, Saya Kamatani will get a shot at the Regina DeWave Championship, currently held by Yuki Miyazaki, in November 4th. Let me know what y'all thought about Noah Destination 2024. And let me know your thoughts on the competitors for the N-1 Victory 2024 tournament. Let me know your thoughts there. Who do you think will end up winning the blocks? Who do you think will end up winning the tournament? Let me hear from you. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. Hope y'all have a blessed evening. I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Take care. Peace.